All right, we're back. A little bit of a crash there, but from OBS, but we'll find out. Simple dagger, nothing else. It's almost Monday for you. Oh, God. You have a case of the Mondays? Mondays can suck. Exorcist cash. Get anima from the undead. Still not enough. Need a bit more. How do you poison a ghost? Somehow I did. Celix, thank you for that Prime Gaming sub. What's going to be your first ever subscriber emote? What's going to be the first one you choose? There's so many options. No pressure. Well, there's pressure, but we'll pretend there's no pressure. Be careful! Be careful! Leave her alone.
We should get moving.
Oh my god. Congrats, ma'am. You're still alive somehow. What's in my chest? Nothing. Hand wrap circlet. Are they at least good? +1 penetration. +5 all stats. +11 intelligence. Penetration. I mean, that is not funny. Intellect actually raises our crit chance, so it's actually a good thing to put int on a rogue. You want dexterity and int. They made every stat useful to all classes. Strength's even useful on a sorceress, believe it or not. Grow up. I will grow up. All right. I am very mature. Anyone that laughs at the words like boobies or wee wee like that, if you laugh at that, that means you're immature and we can't be friends. Or if you make very immature names in video games, like Poop McFarts or something, like that's... Can't laugh. That's crude and unfunny. What is up here? It's like nothing. Looks very, very cold up here.
Will you help me, stranger?
Who are you? Sure, I'll help you, I guess.
Oh, bless you.
You're welcome. You got trapped in that thing really fast.
Oh, will you help me, stranger? Wouldn't have made it without you.
Your mom.
Don't just stand there! Help me!
Okay, you don't need to scream. I get it. Screaming isn't helping your cause here, alright?
You there? Please, help.
Don't worry, I got you, ma'am. You're good. We're all good here. James Clancy plays Sunhaven. I'd have to look at it. Giant axe, that sounds like a very barbarian weapon. A very...
Wouldn't have made it without you. Will you help me, stranger?
No, I'm sorry. All out of help for today.
You're safe.
And we got him. And we got nothing. Actually, crit damage, basic skill damage, damage to close enemies. Yes, please. That's a lot of damages. We are fans of damages around these parts. Another sword, 140. Ooh, actually good. Poison Tramp. Concealment. It's hard to judge Barbarian entirely because of they're missing their secondary tree that the other classes aren't. So it's maybe when you get that, you even out the other classes. Barb feels weaker because it's missing a big chunk of its damage in the secondary leveling tree. All the classes have a certain thing to help him get more power, and he definitely feels like once he gets that, then we can really judge and see like how good or bad it is. I wish they would just give that to all barbarians right now if you can't get to that zone, because it's kind of unfair.
It is done.
It is done. Rightfall, thank you for that 69-month resub. That's a very mature number. Thank you for 69 months there. Appreciate that. That's like 69. Nice. Nice.
This is it.
You're Barbarian, you're in trouble with bosses? I'll try out a Barb, see what it feels like before the beta ends.
We will not be confined.
Yes, you will. Now shut up. Solve the note riddle. Something over there. For example, the rogue's damage went from O to ooh once it got the combo points. It was a big damage increase, so I assume that barbarians, once they get that, will feel more in line with the others. What do you use the gold for in this game? You can subscribe on Twitch using the gold. Wait a minute, no, that's Amazon Prime. Oh my god. Silly me. Oops. Class feature unlocked. Oh. Attack marked enemies fill up your inner sight gauge. When full, gain unlimited energy for 4 seconds. Oh. That sounds more like a range thing. Solve the notes riddle. What note? Uh-oh. I have 2 points to spend. Oopsie. Increase poison damage. Poison deal less damage. Gain 1% attack speed for each enemy you poison, up to 15%. Secret of the Spring. I must have to do something here. Oh, there it is. I found a stray note which seems beacon of warmth in the winter's embrace. Patience rewarded by nature's own grace. Patience rewarded by nature's own grace. Patience. Thanks.
Thank you.
No. Cheer.
Impressive.
Hello.
Hello.
Help.
Aid would be welcome.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Cheer.
Well done.
Bye.
I'll be seeing you.
Oh, let's see. Help. Sorry. Hello. Thanks. Point. Oh, wait. It's gotta be wait.
Halt.
Aha! Wait for patience. Got it. Easy peasy. If you're having trouble with bosses, you could also try this other tactic I learned once. It was, I was playing LoL for the first time, and someone told me the secret of getting good. You just gotta get good. Don't try to be good, just get good. And then boom, you're done. There was some other foul language as well that didn't help very much, but the get good part was very liberating and enlightening. Alright, well, let's go. What am I missing? Let's try going over here. Oh yeah, I better heal potion now. That's right. I didn't even do that on my sorceress. Oops. A little bit down this way should be another new area that we'll discover. Apparently there's a friend that travels around the map called the Butcher, and apparently he can spawn almost anywhere at any point and give you hugs. And he's like a level 30 boss. Just spawns anywhere, at any time, randomly. You never know when he's gonna appear. Is it only in dungeons? Well then. Still scary. It's a lot of little souls. Legendary sword! It is deal increased damage for each second you stand still. Oh, that's the same one we got on our sorceress before. Huh. Very nice. Yeah, it unfortunately encourages face tanking, which is not ideal. Just auto attacks was doing decent there. Yeah, it plays really good with controller. Got legendary from Rogue where I heal 5 HP per second for each enemy around you. Well, that sounds very tanky. You're a chonky rogue? That's awesome. You know, tank all kinds of damage. Can you do a Thorns build Barbarian? That was always fun to be super tanky, but have enemies kill themselves by hitting you. We need to go in that big chasm there. That's a dungeon. Hoarfrost Caverns. I should go back and upgrade our healing potion before I forget. let's see. Double check. Cooldown reduction's pretty good. Poison imbuement, willpower, shadow resistance. Nah, not worried about that one. Alright, do everything. Boom. Thank you, sir. Let me go upgrade our potions. When the game comes out, I'll be playing this a lot. And then we will play Final Fantasy 16 in the morning, and then this at night, probably. There's gonna be a lot of game to get through. Elixir. Overpowered him.
I'll be here soon. Light keep you.
May light keep you, ma'am. Do you play PoE a lot too? Yes, you played a lot of that. Kind of a little bored of it though. We're kind of waiting until PoE 2. Do you have to pay to play the beta version? For this game, for this one, yes.
It's cold.
It's only up for another like 13 hours though.
Demonic presence.
But next weekend's the open beta where anyone can play
Take my chalice and play.
without paying.
Sister, I know the cathedral's normal method is to burn the person possessed.
Some of the clergy can be eager in their reading of the scriptures. That won't happen here.
Oh, praise be.
Father Inarius, as I shed my wicked blood, let it be purified in thy light. Let the light fill the darkness.
Pathetic. This child belongs to me.
Angels above! My son!
That's
Let
not an
the
angel.
light push out the darkness hiding within this child. Father, force this demon out.
Your mewling has no power here.
Demons, no!
His soul is mine.
Father, protect this child with your grace. I command you to flee this body.
Push out the darkness.
No. No! I will shut
Well, you are very dead, sir.
Bata, my boy, can you hear me? Please, say something.
Well, he was very possessed, but now he's good. Now, if you can't pay your exorcism bill, do you get repossessed?
You did well. You're more suit.
Sorry, sir. You're checked in clear. We're going to put the demon back in, little girl. Sorry about that. Once you can complete your payment, we'll then come back and re-exercise. Sorry, sir. God does not know the words declined. We'll be back next week. All right, let's go and do. Oh, we gotta go back to the dungeon. Never mind. There's no portal there. It's gone. We were over. What dungeon we were in? Was it Immortal? I think it might be that one, possibly. I wonder if this is gonna be like the main hub, or if there'll be another city that's, if every city, every like place will have a main hub, every act, and then there'll be like one main city for in-game or something. Will there be an achievement system for this game? Oh, definitely. Long-term games like this love to have achievements, so I'm sure that'll be that in the game at some point. What's next? We have Death Trap. Place a trap when enemy moves in the range, deal damage to each enemy in the area. Rain of Arrows, Shadow Clone, mimics your actions for 15 seconds, does 60% of your damage. Death Trap seems, I don't know, not the best. Plus it has a bigger AoE than Poison Trap, because the AoE is just kind of small on traps. They're powerful, but they don't hit too many things at once. This was not the dungeon I was going into. What dungeon was I at? It just went poof. Oh, I think it was Hoarfrost. Flurry seems to be incredibly good. Maybe a little too good. I feel like the Blade Stab one could be good. It just needs to... It probably needs a legendary to make it as good as Flurry is, but without a legendary. Can't have any more murmurings. Well, fine. I guess I'll have to go spend them. Killing so many innocent skeletons. How dare you? I have a bone to pick with these people, okay? So that's why we're attacking them. Thank you very much. much inventory is dedicated to gems. I feel like there should be a gems tab. Gems are very, very, like, they pile up in your inventory. There's all different kinds of them and stuff. We gotta go spend our murmurings.
Ah, you.
How about sword?
Very not much. It seems your prayers have been answered.
Deal increased damage when you have a barrier active. Well, it's not the best, but it's legendary. I'll take it. This is the first ARPG where I'm invested in the story. Yeah, it was very good. You're eating cake, pineapple cake? Well, that's amazing. That sounds delicious. Is it pineapple upside down cake? Because that is like some good food. Getting up there that's pretty far away. How do aspects work? You destroy a legendary by pulling it out, and then you put that on a rare item to make it legendary. You can do it from dungeons too. Those are infinite uses, but at the vendor that you used to extract the legendary from the item and destroying it, that same person can also put it on a rare item to make it legendary. And if you're, there's a whole aspect tab in here where they all pile up, if you're wondering where it is in your inventory. when you're trying to use it at the merchant. I like the new system much better because I don't have to worry about how big something is. I can always fit it in there. No matter how big it is, it'll always fit.
You want an audience with Arch?
Our purpose. We displayed.
It's like I can travel up this way? Other way? Maybe there's something in this path. Nope. Why doesn't it always fit? I don't know. Bouncy has no more? No, she's just there. We're just trying out another class. I do want to try out Barbarian, too. Yeah, the music's very good. Everything about in this game is very good. There's really nothing I have to complain about. It's all phenomenal. Ice Clan bones. So many bones in this place. Level 21, thank you. Shattered Tribute, need 25 of those babies. Each of them should have hundreds of bones. Why did I only get one? It's not fair. crude amethyst. And one more. Gone. Now, he's already dead. He just doesn't know yet. Probably been asked this a million times, but how is Diablo 4? What? I've never been asked that before. What a unique question. It's really good. It's like a drastic improvement over 3. Like, if we didn't like 3, like most of us, you'll probably really enjoy this one. Everyone that's been playing it, for the most part, has been really surprised by how good it is. Most people have been like, I was not expecting to be very good, but it was actually very entertaining. What I like better than Diablo 3, the story, the characters, the combat, the enemy variety, the environment variety, the graphics of the environment, how dark the world is, the tone of the world, the music, and the story again, of course. The open worldness really adds to it, makes it feel like something different. Yet, I wasn't sure how I feel about open world, but it actually really works. Connecting all the dungeons together instead of it just being like random, but so far everything just feels better than 3 by a huge margin. And I really like the leveling trees and stuff, and how each class gets its own leveling system. In addition to the leveling trees, so far it's really, really good, and I can't wait to play a lot more because on release this is going to be great. Now, I can't wait to see how this game is going to grow over time. Because Diablo 3 got 1 expansion and 1 character edition, class edition. I'm curious how much content this game will get. Especially if it does really well, which I assume it's going to. Judging by how good it's been. And Diablo 3 had probably the worst story of the whole series. Not even probably. It was the worst story. Not even just the worst story of Diablo. It was a really bad story that no one liked. The expansion was much better, but the main villain and the storyline behind it was just not good. And so far, the storyline, just 1 act, has been amazing. The main villain of Diablo 3 was so forgettable that I can't even remember what his name was. Remember it was some big demon thing, but I can't remember anything about it because it was so forgettable. But I can remember the story of Diablo 2 and 1, like, by memory. The Wanderer. It wasn't my fault, Tyrael. It wasn't my fault. Tell me, Tyrael, how was it not your fault? The Wanderer. It was the Wanderer. Well, this is early too. We don't know how in-game will be, but if it's a slower pace like this and not so much zoom, it does make it better than PoE because for watching. Because PoE gets really boring when you're just watching it and just seeing zoom. This at least you guys see what's going on and stuff. In game it might be zoom too, but spread it out doesn't seem that way. It may be zoom. We don't know. We just don't know what the game's gonna be like, but max level yet. It might be zoom. We don't know. How's it compared to Diablo 2? I think if you're in the very large group of people that liked Diablo 2 but did not like 3 very much, then you'll probably like this one. It feels a lot closer to 2 in terms of tone and story and stuff. And even brought back a lot of enemies from 2. There's some stuff from 3 still in this game, but most of it feels like 2, which is a good thing. You want what'd you say? Where'd it go? Oh god, where'd it go? The message just went completely boop. Well, again, we're playing on Torment 2. Torment 4 is not even available yet in the game, so that'll be the end game, like super rare loot drop, but it's super hard too, kind of a thing. That'll be a good test to see like how everything works. What the true difficulty of in-game would be like. How much time left in the beta? You call me a hoe? Why are you calling me a hoe? Why do all the Diablo 4 TikTok streams lag? I'm not lagging. If you're lagging, try watching on Wi-Fi, not your phone connection. Connect your phone manually to Wi-Fi. That should help a lot. It's probably too high for a phone connection to handle. I stream at a very high bit rate. What do you think about balancing so far? We can't really judge balancing because we're level 25. The max level is going to be 50. I mean, the max level is going to be 100. So balancing a game around level 25 doesn't make sense. So once we get to max level, then we can see what balance is like. Because all games are easy in the early part of it, you know, like. Even PoE, everything starts pretty easy and then gets more challenging as you go. goddamn. Damn. Okay. Hoarfrost demise. Done. Alright, we're done with this dungeon. Do you not have phones? Yeah, it's really hard to judge Barbarian to the other two classes because the other two classes have their unique class ability. Let me show you. For Rogue, you get specializations, which drastically increase your damage in different ways. But Barbarian's missing theirs because they can't go over to Dry Steeps to get it. So they're missing a big component of their class. So it's hard to, like, compare them until they get their system, which could be a huge boost to them in survivability and damage. We don't really know until we get the chance to play around with it. Like, we have the combo point specialization, but we could go to the focus one, which is more for archers, I think. Well, people are assuming that the end of the beta is like somewhat close to end game or is anything, but it's not. It's not even remotely like you're not even in the middle of the game yet. You're so early into content. Some classes start great and then end up being weak at the end. Some people start super strong and stay strong. Some people we won't really know until we get to like hard content to see which classes really need a boost and which are falling behind and stuff. Yeah, like in PoE, like a lot of classes don't like start coming online until they get their ascendancy. And then also in in-game, that's when you start getting the like build-defining uniques that can drastically alter how your abilities work and then how they work together. So you can go from like some classes are terrible until you get that one unique that changes how something works and they become a god. Sometimes like it's like a helmet or a staff that like completely changes the whole game for that class. Like, for example, for Barbarian, there was one thing in an early build that was on Reddit where a unique where when you're spinning with Whirlwind, your Whirlwind generates Fury. It doesn't spend it. So instead of having instead of using the low level ability down here, you just spin constantly, and you're constantly making Fury. And then there's another item that when you're full Fury and you use ability that uses Fury, you get a massive buff to damage. And because Whirlwind is a core ability, combining those two uniques means that you're constantly at full Fury, and you're constantly using abilities at full fury, so you have this massive buff constantly that those two items together drastically change how the class plays. It makes it way stronger. Stuff like that at in-game is when you'll like have to look at balancing and see like where things are, who's falling behind. Because until you get to that point, like fixing stuff early and stuff doesn't really matter, because it could not matter at in-game at all. But I get what people mean. Like they want every class to feel even throughout the whole game, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. Some classes are just really good at leveling. Like Necromancer is going to be a really easy class to level, because his minions are just going to do a lot of the work for you. You just like walk around and pick up the loot. Like, haha. Just gonna go pick up my loot. Those minions will just tear everything up for you until you get to the hard content later. I remember in Diablo 2, I played Necromancer as my first class of my first playthrough, and I got all the way up to Diablo easy as hell. Like, no big deal, easy. But then when I got to Diablo, he would wipe out my whole skeleton army with one AoE blast, and then my whole build was useless. I could not get him down. It took so many tries, because it was a cakewalk all the way up until Diablo, and then it was he just like, whoop, your army's dead. But then I learned how to respect, in a future playthrough where you don't have tons of skeletons, you have a few, and you buff them really heavily so that they can survive. That was my mistake with that character. No Duriel problems? No. I think Duriel was a bit tough, but I got through Duriel and all the bosses with the Necromancer without too much trouble. They just swarmed them. But it's been so long. I was like 13 or 14. It's hard to remember everything from that playthrough. But I remember getting to Diablo and just getting absolutely wrecked. I say booyah. Thank you for that resub. Appreciate that.